My name is Alicia. I am 14 years old. Please listen to my story. Do not stop in the middle. This story is very special. It has love, pain, truth, and a big secret. At the end, it will make your heart feel something strong. It will make you think. It may even make you cry or smile. So please, listen fully. You will not forget it. I lived in a small town. Our house was not big. We had a little garden, a small kitchen, and one room for sleeping. I lived with my mother and my 2 sisters. My mother worked very hard. She was kind and strong. She always smiled, even when she was tired. My sisters were younger than me. I took care of them when Mama went to work. One day, I came home from school. I opened the door. My little sister ran to me. Alicia, Mama is not home yet, she said. I looked at the clock. It was late. Mama always came home before sunset. I felt something strange in my heart. Don't worry, I said. Maybe she is busy. But inside, I was scared. I gave food to my sisters. I helped them with homework. I waited. The sun went down. The moon came up. Still, Mama did not come. My sisters slept. I sat by the window. I looked at the road. I prayed. Please, God, bring Mama home. At midnight, the door opened. Mama came in. She was tired. Her eyes looked sad. Mama! I ran to her. She hugged me. Her hands were cold. I'm sorry, Alicia, she said. I had to go somewhere far today. It was important. I wanted to ask more. But her face looked tired. So I said, It's okay, Mama. I understand. But I did not understand. I wanted to know. From that day, Mama started coming home late many times. She would leave early. She would not tell us where she went. Sometimes she forgot to eat. Sometimes I saw her crying at night. One day, I asked her, Mama, are you okay? She looked at me. Her eyes were full of tears. She said, Alicia, when you are older, I will tell you everything. I nodded. I did not ask again, but my heart did not stop thinking. What was Mama hiding? Then came my 14th birthday. My sisters made cards for me. Mama made a small cake. We sat together and sang. It was simple, but I was happy. After the cake, Mama called me to the kitchen. Alicia, she said, today, I will tell you something. You are 14 now. You are strong. You need to know. My heart started beating fast. She sat down. She held my hand. She said, Do you remember your father? I shook my head. No, I said. You never talk about him. She closed her eyes. He was kind. He loved you very much. But he had a secret. What secret? I asked. She said, He was very sick. He knew he would not live long, but he wanted to give us a good life before he went. I listened. My eyes became wet. He worked very hard, day and night. But he did not tell me he was sick. He did not want me to worry. One day, he fell. He could not stand. That day, he told me everything. I felt pain in my chest. Mama said, "He died in my arms." But before he died, he told me something. He said, "Alicia is special. One day she will do something big. She will make you proud." I started crying. Mama said, "Since that day, I tried to make his dream true. I worked for you and your sisters. But last year something happened." I wiped my tears. "What happened, Mama?" She said, "I found a letter. Your father had left it. It had an address and some words. It said, 'If anything happens to me, go here. They will help.'" She looked into my eyes. I went there. It was a place for children, a secret place, a school for special girls. I was surprised. "Special girls?" "Yes," she said. "Girls who lost someone, girls who are brave, girls who want to learn and grow." I went there many times. I spoke with them. I wanted to know if they could help you. I did not know what to say. She smiled. "They said yes. They said you can join next month. You will live there, learn, play, make friends, become something great." I was quiet. Mama said, "I did not tell you because I was scared. I did not want to send you away, but now I know it's time. You are strong, you are kind, you are ready." I hugged her tight. I cried on her shoulder. "Mama, I don't want to leave you." She said, "I know. But sometimes love means letting go. You will always be in my heart." I cried that night. I looked at my little sisters. I looked at my small bed. I looked at our garden. Everything was going to change. But I remembered Papa's words. Alicia is special. I wanted to make him proud. A month later, I left for the new school. Mama held my hand at the gate. "Be brave," she said. "Be true. And remember, I love you." I looked at her. I said, "I will not forget. I will make you proud." The school was big. There were many girls. Some were shy. Some were funny. Some had sad eyes like me. We sat in classes. We told our stories. We shared our dreams. I made friends. I laughed again. One night, we sat under the stars. My friend Lily said, "Do you miss home?" I said, "Yes, but I know I am here for something good." Lily said, "Me too. My father died in a fire. My mother cannot work. But she sent me here because she believes in me." We held hands. We looked at the sky. Lily said, "Do you think they see us?" I said, "Yes. I think they are proud of us." Days passed, then weeks, then months. I grew stronger. I spoke in front of people. I danced. I wrote stories. I helped younger girls. One teacher said, "Alicia, you have a big heart. You shine." I smiled, but inside, I thought of Mama. One day, I got a letter. It was from home. Mama wrote, "My dear Alicia, I am happy. Your sisters are growing. They miss you. I miss you. But every day, I look at the sky and say, my daughter is becoming a star. Keep shining," I cried. But it was a sweet cry. I showed the letter to my friends. They said, "Your Mama is so sweet." I said, "She is my hero." At the end of the year, we had a big day. We had to speak on stage. I was scared. But I remembered Papa. I remembered Mama. I walked on the stage. I held the mic. My hands were shaking. I said, "Hello, my name is Alicia. I am 14 years old. I have a secret. A big one." Everyone looked at me. I said, "I was scared to grow. I was scared to leave home. But I learned something. Pain does not stop us. It grows us. Love is power. Kindness is magic. And dreams are true." People clapped. I said, "I am here because someone believed in me. My Mama. She worked hard. She cried in silence, but she never stopped." Tears fell from my eyes. I said, "I miss her. But I want to tell her, Mama, I am okay. I am learning. I am strong. And one day, I will come home. Not just as your daughter, but as your dream come true." People stood and clapped. My friends hugged me. That night, I sat alone. I looked at the moon. I whispered, "Papa, I hope you see me. Mama, I hope you feel me. I am Alicia. I am 14, and I am not afraid anymore. And dear listener, this is my story. I told you it was full of truth and love. Please, if you liked this, subscribe and like for my hard work. I will bring more amazing, beautiful, and interesting stories for you. You are special too. Remember that. Now tell me when you want me to continue or end the story." After that big day, everything started to feel new. My teachers smiled at me. My friends looked at me with proud eyes. Even the little girls at the school came to me and said, "Alicia, you are brave. You speak with your heart." I felt something warm in my chest. It was not just happiness. It was something deeper. It was hope. One evening, my teacher, Miss Anna, called me to her office. She was kind and soft-spoken. She always wore a scarf with flowers. "Alicia," she said, "sit down. I want to talk to you." I sat. My heart beat fast. She smiled. "You are doing very well, but I want to ask you something." I looked at her. "Do you want to help others, like you?" she asked. "Yes," I said without thinking. "Good," she said. "There is a new program. It is for girls like you. You will go to small villages. You will talk to children. You will tell them stories. You will listen to them. You will be their light." I was quiet. It sounded big. It sounded scary. But it also sounded right. I will go, I said. She smiled. I knew you would say yes. So the next month we started. Every weekend I went with 2 other girls. We rode in a van. We went to little schools in far places. Some places had no books. Some had no chairs. But the children were full of smiles. I told them stories. I said, once, there was a girl named Alicia. She was scared, but she found her voice. She learned to shine. The children listened with big eyes. They clapped. They laughed. Some hugged me. One little girl said, I want to be like you. I bent down. I looked into her eyes. I said, you already are. You are brave. You are kind. Never forget that. Each visit gave me new strength. Each smile was a gift. One day, I came back from a village and found a letter on my bed. It was from Mama. She wrote, My Alicia, I heard from your teacher. She said you are going to villages. You are telling stories. You are making children smile. I am so proud. You are not just my daughter now. You are a daughter to many. You are touching hearts. I closed the letter. I held it close. My eyes were full again. That night, I could not sleep. I thought about Papa. I thought about his last words. She will make you proud. Yes. I was trying. Time moved on. I was now 15. A year had passed. I had grown, not just in age, but in heart. Then, one day something happened. Miss Anna came to my room. She had a serious face. Alicia, she said, your mother is not well. My world stopped. What? I asked. She is in the hospital, she said. She fell at work. I packed my bag. I cried while packing. My friends hugged me. Miss Anna came with me. When I reached the hospital, I saw Mama lying on the bed. She looked so small, so tired. Mama, I said softly. She opened her eyes. She smiled. My star, she said. I held her hand. I could not stop crying. I'm here. Mama, I said. I'm not going anywhere. The doctor said she needed rest. He said she worked too hard. She had no time to eat or sleep well. I sat beside her day and night. I gave her food. I combed her hair. I read to her. After a week, she got a little better. One night she said, Alicia, I am sorry. I looked at her. Why, Mama? She said, I made you grow too fast. I made you strong before your time. I shook my head. No, Mama, you made me shine. You gave me wings. You gave me the sky. She held my hand. I love you so much, she said. I love you too, Mama, I said. And guess what? Your daughter goes to villages now. She tells stories. She brings light. Tears came from her eyes, but they were happy tears. You are my dream, Alicia, she said. I stayed with her until she was well enough to walk again. When I returned to school, something felt different. I was not just a student now. I was someone with a mission. I started writing stories. I wrote about children who were strong. I wrote about mothers who never gave up. I wrote about small houses full of big love. Miss Anna saw my stories. She said, "Alicia, your words are like sunlight. They warm the heart." She sent one story to a magazine. 1 month later, I saw my name in print. Story by Alicia, 14 years and full of light. People wrote letters. They said my story touched them. One letter said, "I lost my mother last year, but your story gave me strength. Thank you, Alicia." I cried when I read that. I wrote more. 1 story, then 2, then 10. Each story was a piece of my heart, and people listened. One day, I got a call. It was from a big school in the city. They said, "We want you to come and speak. Your story is beautiful. Your words help people." I was nervous, but I said yes. I went. I stood on a big stage. Hundreds of students sat in front of me. I took a deep breath. I said, "My name is Alicia. I was once just a girl in a small town. My mama worked day and night. My papa died with dreams in his eyes. But I am here today because of love, pain, hope, and courage.